Okay, welcome in part 2. Watch part 1 for context. After Grey Eye retired, most clan cats became distrustful of Scarletheart since last time Scarlet went to treat anyone by herself it ended with Koopel dying so. And one beautiful sunny day she went out to get some herbs for Crowstar BC. He wasn't looking well, and when she was walking through the forest she spotted Grey Eye and Nightbreeze, and Grey Eye explained to her what happened while Nightbreeze was just crying. So, Nightbreeze had a forbidden romance with someone from Gale clan and had kids with him, and he died in a battle, and Scarletheart was shocked and mad at her, but she thought it and the deputy was always nice to her, so she decided she will support her and keep her secret. But the word still got out and the clan was furious, and some cats wanted Crowstar to choose a new deputy. Some time later Scarlet went to visit Crowstar in the morning, but he was dead. Whaat. Scarlet told Night, and Night told the clan, and some elder accused Night of killing Crowstar so he couldn't switch her out for someone else, and Scarletheart was like, no she didn't. And they went to the Moon Rocks, or whatever I called it in the last part, and Nightbreeze got her 9 lives and the name Icy Star because she became really cold after losing her partner. When they came back, Icy Star chose Stonewhisker for her deputy, and the clan was mad again. BC he hadn't trained an apprentice, and Stonewhisker was rlly sad. BC he believed he didn't deserve to be the deputy and that Flowerroot should take his place, and he didn't agree to take the role, and Icy Star was mad but chose Oakpatch instead, and Flamefall was even more furious. But few days before the gathering someone came to the camp. It was Fernberry, a warrior from Gale clan that turns out to be Icy Star's kid. She decided to go and meet her mother. BC before dying her father told her the truth. At first Icy Star avoids her and orders Scarlet to take care of her, and Scarlet didn't give a fuck until she sees how Fernberry struggles to fit in, and she feels sympathetic for her and starts to talk to her from time to time. And some kids get made apprentices, and Fernberry and Stonewhisker are given apprentices. Fernberry has Birchpaw, and they go on a patrol around the clan territories and came back with a loner that becomes a prisoner. BC they met him out in the wild and he attacked Birchpaw, but Fernberry climbed on some tree above them and made a branch fall on him, and his name is Dark, and he tried to attack Scarletheart this one time, but Fernberry seems to really like him and spends time with him, and it causes Scarlet to spend more time with him too. BC she wants to spend more time with Fern, and Fern eventually convinces him to join the clan and not be a prisoner, and soon Fern gets pregnant. Scarlet is really upset for some reason but is happy for her friend regardless, and Icy Star warms up a little, but Stonewhisker became really cold towards Scarlet. Fern has 3 kits, Shadowkit, Nightkit and Foxkit. Shadowkit spends a lot time with Scarlet. BC he is interested in herbs, and Nightkit does as well, but because she keeps getting hurt all the time. But at the same time Scarletheart keeps getting more and more dreams with Feather in it. The Eclipse cats even make all their trainees meet, but Nightstalker is just mean to everyone, so that doesn't work out. And Scarletheart keeps getting visions, and she's super confused because they have a completely different feeling than the visions she was getting from Feather, and she is super overwhelmed and starts to isolate herself from the cats around her, and didn't notice that Fernberry was struggling with postpartum depression until it was too late. Everyone is shocked by Fernberry's death. The kits become apprentices, and another tragedy strikes the clan. Dark is killed by a badger on a patrol. Foxpaw runs away with Snowpaw and becomes a rouge. Shadowpaw is a medcat apprentice, and Nightpaw tries to pretend that everything is fine and breaks a leg along the way. Scarletheart is not dealing with everything really well. Her dreams are haunted by this corrupt-looking version of Fernberry. Shadowpaw and Birchfang claim the same, Birch even saying that the ghost is attacking her in her dreams. Except for the nightmares, there was nothing special happening for some time, until Birchfang woke up with her tail so terribly injured that Scarletheart had to amputate it. After the discovery that the ghost can injure them, Scarletheart made the attempt to talk to her, in hope of discovering why Fernberry's ghost haunts them, yet she just starts attacking her as well. Who would have thought? Scarletheart is always tired. BC of the constant fighting trainings she has in her sleep. She decides to tell Feather that she doesn't want to train with her anymore as she believes she doesn't need that anymore, but Feather just laughs at her that she can't escape this deal and talks all about some evil plan that the Eclipse are actually cats from cat hell given apprentices to train, and if they train them well they can go on with rest of their afterlife without eternal torture, and that she will be forced to do evil stuff so the Eclipse is powerful and feared again. And Scarlet is scared but doesn't tell anyone because she thinks she'll get thrown out of the clan for it. Well, she tried to tell this to her son, I mean Shadowpaw, but Featherstar took control of her body and just harmed her body really much. And Shadowpaw becomes Shadowpatch, Nightpaw becomes Nightbreeze after her grandma. If you ignore the constant nightmares, border fights and everything, it's fairly boring for some time. Foxpaw comes back to camp, fights with Shadowpatch and leaves. Grey-Eye passes away and Scarletheart is really sad, but her adopted kids are here to cheer her up. Oakpatch retires and so does Flamefall, and Stonewhisker becomes the deputy. Scarletheart tries to oppose Featherstar, but she just keeps to take control of her body and takes her to IRL trainings with the other Eclipse trainees, and everyone except Nightstalker seems to have a really not good time. Winter is soon to come, so Scarletheart goes to gather some catmint just in case, but as soon as she tries to get back into the forest there's a dog. The same dog that attracted her and her aunt all these moons ago. She tries to fight it but is losing terribly, until a mysterious cat jumps towards her to help her and scares the dog away, and that cat is Flower Root. Scarletheart is just mad at him and yells and calls him a traitor for leaving his clan to be a kitty pet and refuses to get help, and as she rants and rants about everything she feels she is soon to die, so she confesses that the death of Koopeld was intentional and apologizes for everything she did and forgives him for everything and dies. Turns out, they won't let her into StarClan because she is the apprentice of Eclipse and potentially dangerous, but won't send her to Dark Forest because she doesn't deserve that. So her spirit is just left there, unguided. And little update on how Flowerroot's live is going. After he fell into the river in the battle, some Twi'leks got him out, took him to the vet and took care of him, and had another tomcat who he was really good friends, if you know what I mean. Turns out the tomcat was Scarlet's brother, but yeah, Flowerroot was also training in his dreams, but with Cloud of Which It Snows, the founding leader of SnowClan BC. StarClan knew about Eclipse's clan and started to train their own people. And sometime later, there would be this badass battle between the Eclipse and the clan's first learners and their trainees and everything like in Last Hope, but add a solar eclipse into it. 3. The future isn't really well thought out. And Scarletheart is either left in the between of afterlives, gets let into StarClan later, is killed the second time in battle by Featherstar, but I can't decide. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. Probs will make something similar for the origins of the clans.